Welcome back to Return My Capital. This is my favorite segment of the week. It hasn't gotten a lot of traction yet, but I'm calling this my Dividend Roundup. And what we do first, we cover any announced dividend changes in the previous week, so dividend raises, suspensions, cuts, before moving into the upcoming week's ex-dividend dates. So if you want to partake in a company's next dividend payout, I'm going to tell you what day you need to own that company by. So if their ex-dividend date is Tuesday, you got to own them by Monday, and I'll go through that list of companies. And then I'll wrap things up by getting into companies that are paying a dividend out in the upcoming week. So I think, again, it's going to be a really nice product for the dividend-focused investors, and it can really be a one-stop shop for keeping track of your dividend portfolio. I think it's going to be super useful and helpful for dividend-focused investors. I hope it gets some traction. I really do think it could be helpful for a lot of people, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Only one dividend change to speak on today, and that was a dividend increase out of Trinity Bank, ticker TYBT. It is a OTC stock. Jumping that dividend up from 78 cents per share to 81 cents per share. So a 3.85% increase, now yields 1.85% and has been paying that dividend for 13 years. That was the only dividend change to speak of from last week. Really a quiet week for dividend changes after a busy first quarter of increases. So with that in mind, we're going to jump right into ex-dividend dates. So again, we're going to start out on Monday, April 3rd. That's the first trading day this week, which just means that these companies have an ex-dividend date of April 4th. So you need to own them by close of business on the 3rd. Hope that makes sense. We're going to jump in right now. Monday, April 3rd, ex-dividend dates. Let's go. Comcast Corporation, ticker symbol CMCSA. Their next dividend payout will be on April 26th with a 29-cent payout. Shares just under 38, yielding just over 3%, and Comcast has been paying that dividend for 16 years. Next up is Cisco Systems, ticker CSCO. They will also pay out on April 26th. 39 cents per share will be paid out. 52.28 is the share price, just under a 3% yield, and they've been paying for 13 years. Only other company I wanted to mention for Monday is New York Times here, ticker symbol NYT. I just thought it was, I always forget that the New York Times is a publicly traded company, so just thought it was kind of cool to mention. April 20th, payout date, 11 cents, just under $39 per share, just over 1% yield, 5 years of increasing dividend payments. So that'll move us into Tuesday, April 4th. Got to own these companies because their ex-dividend date is the 5th. So companies for Tuesday, we've got JP Morgan, ticker symbol JPM. Their next payout will be on April 30th, a nice even number of $1 per share. Shares are still holding strong in light of everything that's been going on with the financial sector over the past couple weeks. A little over $130, still a 3% yielder. JP Morgan's been increasing their dividend for 12 years. Next up, another high-flying financial. I think it's still a financial unless they, or I think it is now a financial. I don't believe it's a tech sector holding anymore. Is MasterCard Incorporated, ticker MA, right? Just like Visa. I think they changed Visa and MasterCard from tech companies to where they should be, financial companies. Anyway, you can comment below if I'm wrong on that. But payout date for MasterCard will be May 9th. And 57 cents per share, real small dividend. Shares are trading for $363, so 0.63% yield, 12 years of dividend growth. Look, with MasterCard and Visa, these are the purest forms of a dividend growth company that you're going to see. Very low yield, high growth rate, but that share price has also been growing at a fast clip. So you're going to enjoy some nice dividend appreciation in those names over the course of the next decade, 2 decades. Unless Apple Pay wipes them out. But yeah, not a high yielding company, that's for sure. Next up for Tuesday, we've got Main Street Capital, ticker symbol MAIN, MAIN. April 14th is your next payout, 22.5 cents a share, just under $40 on that share price, almost a 7% yield. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Main Street Capital, Maine, I think they're nearing the end of their existence. I want to say they got bought out and will be splitting into maybe a different company or being absorbed by a different company. I might be wrong on that. but I think I remember Main Street was going to be going away. Also on Tuesday, we have Cisco Corporation. That is SYSCO, not CIS. So SYY is the ticker symbol on this Cisco. And April 28th is the next payout, 49 cents per share. Those shares are currently trading for just over $77, 2.5% yielder, 52 years of dividend growth on that Dividend King. You've got Toronto Dominion Bank, TD is the ticker symbol. Real nice Canadian financial asset. April 30th payout date, 96. I want to say that's 96 Canadian cents per share. $60 per share price, just under a 5% yield, 9 years of dividend growth. That's going to push us through Tuesday, April 4th. With that, we'll get into ex-dividends that you need to be in on April 5th, Wednesday. So for Wednesday, we're going to start out with Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY. May 1st is going to be your next payout for Bristol Myers. 57 cents per share, $69 on the share price, 3.29% dividend yield, 14 years of growth for Bristol Myers. You've also got UDR. I believe that's a big apartment REIT. I think I've done a short or a previous video on UDR. They're a big apartment REIT across America. May 1st is the payout date on UDR. 42 cents per share, $41 on the share price, 4% yielder, 13 years of dividend growth. You've got Universal, ticker UVV. This is a big, very old, but big player in the tobacco industry. They're headquartered in, the capital of Virginia. Anyway, that's going to drive me crazy. But yeah, they big time tobacco player. So you know you're getting a high yielder. Anyway, May 1st will be the payout. 79 cents per share will be paid out to you. Shares under $53 per share. Almost a 6% yielder. And this is a Dividend King at 52 years of dividend increases. Last company to touch on for Wednesday is Verizon, ticker VZ. May 1st, 65 cents, just under $39 on the share price. Almost a 7% yield on Verizon nowadays. That's hard to believe. But man, oh man, have Verizon and AT&T seen better days. And 18 years of dividend increases on Verizon, although I certainly wouldn't expect that to grow at a high rate anytime soon with Verizon. Moving into Thursday, April 6th, and this is actually the last trading day this week. Markets will be closed Friday for Good Friday. So wrapping the week out for dates you need to own companies by because of these upcoming ex-dividend dates, we've got Dollar General, Thursday. DG is the ticker symbol. April 25th is the next pay date, 59 cents. Shares, $210, just over a 1% yield on Dollar General. 9 years of dividend growth. Dollar General is actually a company that I'm pretty sure has held in very well over the past couple years through the turbulent times from the virus in 2020 to what's been going on for the past year. Dollar General, if I remember correctly, has been doing very well. One other company I wanted to touch on for Thursday, you got to own them by, is Oracle, ORCL. Doesn't get as much coverage as some of the mega cap tech companies, but a very strong player in the cloud computing game, at least I believe, going forward. April 24th will be the payout, or the next pay date. 40 cents per share will be paid out, $92.92 on the share price. Makes you smile. Just under a 2% yield and 15 years of dividend growth. Another company where you would expect to see some nice dividend growth over the years. Although traditionally tech companies don't want to have a super high payout ratio so they can continue to innovate. But still expecting nice dividend growth there in Oracle. Okay, with that in mind, that gets us through the ex-dividend dates portion of this segment. And we wrap things up by letting you know who's paying you money this week. So this is probably your favorite segment. It'd be certainly my favorite segment. So if you own these companies, you got money coming your way very shortly. We like to go rapid fire, work our way through the list. And we're going to kick it off with Chubb, ticker CB. April 10th payout, 83 cents per share, 1.7% yield. Eastman Chemical, EMN ticker symbol, April 10th, 79 cents per share coming your way, 3.7% yield. Hartford Financial Services, HIG, April 4th, 42.5 cents per share coming your way if you own Hartford. H&R Block, they just bent me over a barrel on tax season, so I'm sure they're making a lot of money. HRB is the ticker symbol. April 5th, I laugh. They really, man. April 5th payout for H&R Block, 29 cents per share, 3.3% yield. Moving right along, we've got Kimberly-Clark, KMB, April 4th, $1.18 per share, 3.5% yield. Lam Research, LRCX, Big Chip Company, April 5th, $1.72 per share coming your way, 1.3% yield. Merck & Co., MRK, April 10th, 73 cents per share. NXP Semiconductors, NXPI is the ticker symbol. April 5th, just over a dollar coming your way, 2.2% yield. Omnicom Group, I believe that's a big time advertiser. OMC, April 6th, 70 cents per share. Nice even 3% yield on Omnicom. Let's see who else is paying. Who else we got? At least one more. Vici Properties, ticker VICI, Vici. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's a monthly dividend payer. Big time REIT out in Las Vegas, a experiential REIT, if you will. April 6th, 39 cents per share is coming your way. 4.8% yield. Vici's done well over the last year compared to certainly the rest of the REITs. And that should take us through. Yeah, that should take us through the upcoming dividend payers. I guess Restaurant Brands International, QSR, April 5th, 55 cents, 3.3% yield. Throw that one in there. Why not? Maybe someone owns QSR. So that concludes who's going to be paying you next week. Again, 4-day week, so not as many companies, not as long of a segment as it may be some weeks because there weren't as many dividend changes, weren't quite as many companies with upcoming ex-dividend dates, and not a ton of companies, at least of note, paying out a dividend. So that about concludes what I want to do with this segment. Again, I hope this will be useful for you moving forward. And you can tune in every Sunday evening, catch this quick lowdown of the week ahead. Stay in tune. Know if you want to add some shares to companies you already own so that you can get a greater dividend payout before they go ex-dividend. Or when you see some cash show up in your brokerage account this week, you know who paid you. So I don't know. I think it's a good product. That's why I made it, right? So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And let's make some money, huh? Take care. Bye-bye.